Take a look at finding the relative min slash max of a function on a TI-84 plus calculator. Now we're specifically going to look at this one. Now it says extrema. That means relative mins and relative maxes. So I'm going to press my y equals clear. I want to type this in. So I got 2 and then my x key and then caret 3 minus 3 my x key and then I'll push my x squared button minus 12x plus 1. Okay, now let's just press graph to see what we're dealing with. Okay. Now, a relative max, you probably know what it is, but it's a high point. It's not our highest point. This means a high point relative to what's immediately around it. Like this point right here where my cursor is a high point relative to what's immediately around it. Obviously, it's not the highest point of our graph because there's some higher points over here. And the relative min, this one down here where my cursor is, I'm guessing where it's at, is a low point relative to what's around it. It's not the lowest point, but it's just a low point relative to what's immediately around it. So I can see I have a max here. So let's find that first. And time for my tablet to blow up, so I'm going to grab a fresh copy. For this particular graph, I know I'm going to have a max, and I'm going to also have a min. We'll find the max first. That's this right here. Well, you have to know what you're dealing with before you go into this. So we'll do second trace. And you see you got a minimum, maximum function. Well, we said we're going to find a maximum. So I can down arrow to the fourth one and press enter on it, or I can simply press the numbers in front of it, 4. Now it's asking us for a left bound. Now look where my flashing cursor is. I want to do a left arrow key until my flashing cursor is to the left of the max. Well, max is right here, and now this is the left of it. Left bound. So we'll press enter one time. Then it asks us for right bound. And I'm going to press my right arrow key until my flashing cursor is to the right of where the max is. And that'd be good right there. And then we press enter. Now, if you've done a good job with the left bound and right bound and haven't gone too far away from the max, then you should just be able to do enter on guess. Okay, and we get for our max negative 1.0012345 oops, comma 8. Now there are rounding issues here. You can probably guess what this really is. It's negative 1.8. That would be our max. When you see something like that, that's almost always a rounding issue. Now our min we think is down here somewhere. Well, let's do second trace and choose minimum, the third one. Now I want my cursor to the left of where the minimum is. I don't want it too far away. So I'm going to press my right arrow key, and I'll put it about right there. If I do it anymore, I'm going to go off the screen, and I won't know if I'm to the left or to the right of it. So that's good there. So I'll press enter on it. And then it's asking us for the right bound. Well, okay, it's gone off screen. I have no clue where it is. I keep pressing my right arrow key. Keep pressing it, and all of a sudden, okay, now it's appearing right here. So I know it's definitely to the right of it. I don't want to go too far, though. That's probably good right there. And then I'll press enter on it. And for your guess, we'll press enter. And we get 2 point, not that it matters, but 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, comma, negative 19. You can probably guess that that's a rounding issue. So we got 2 and negative 19. And so that'd be our max and min. Now, if it bothers you that you can't see it on your screen, remember your zooming techniques. You can choose zoom, and you could zoom out. So I can do 3, and then I'll press enter one time to have it zoom out by 1 factor. Now, I said, you can zoom out, but can you really see what's going on with this? No, not really. But now if I do a zoom and choose Z box, let me draw a box around that part that I can't really see down here. So I'll do an enter there. And go around here, go down there, press enter. Yeah, there's my min. Now I can't tell where I'm at or anything, but that's okay. Now if I did a second trace and chose minimum, and I'll move my cursor to the left of where the minimum is, and that's to the left of it, and press enter. Now for the right bound, I'll move it to the right of where it's at. It's right there, be good. Press enter. Do enter on guess. That's not going to help us with our rounding issue. Notice how we even come up with a different value now. You just have that when it's doing this with numerical methods. It's actually using calculus to figure the minimum maximum. But anyway, those are our minimum maximum. Now, some books will have you actually find those, and the only way you can do it algebraically is with the method I just showed you. And some books will just give you a picture, and they'll ask you to identify the min-max. So I've seen both types in algebra books. There is no algebraic way to do this. You have to use calculus if you want to do that without technology. Anyway, that's finding the min and max on TI-84 plus.